Welcome to Cruise Ports on a Budget, where I'll show you some of the things you can do in various cruise ports without spending a fortune. This is Messina in Italy. Messina itself seems to have some very nice churches to look round, but we're heading for Taormina, about an hour's train ride up the coast. We're currently in the square with the cathedral and campanile at Messina, but we have to head to the train station and catch our train. As I've mentioned, the train journey to Taormina takes about an hour, and the return ticket price was £9.90 each. After that hour ride, we arrive at the beautiful station of Taormina Giardini. Taormina is 650 feet above sea level, which is quite a walk, but fortunately there's a bus to take you up there, the price of which is included in the train ticket. The bus drops you just outside Messina Gate, through which you enter the town itself. Most of the town is pedestrianised. A little way downhill from the town is the Via Comunale, or Taormina Public Gardens, which are well worth a visit. The towers in the garden were built by Lady Florence Trevelyan, a cousin of Queen Victoria. She left England in 1889 to settle in Taormina, following a relationship with the future King Edward VII. Lady Trevelyan was a keen ornithologist and built the towers in order to study the local birds. The gardens also contain a war memorial. And there are splendid views down to the station and the coast. Back in the town, there are splendid side streets with plenty of shops and cafes. We've walked right through now to Catania Gate, so it's time to turn round and head back. But first, we'll pay a visit to the Church of San Giuseppe. The square outside the church is known as Piazza 9th of April and was named after an announcement on that day in 1860 that Garibaldi had landed in Sicily in order to conquer the island. There's another church on the square known as the Church of St. Augustine, although it's no longer used as a church and now houses the city's library. We're now heading down Umberto Street back to our starting point at Messina Gate. The bus you can see in the distance will take you back down to the railway station. There's two ways down to the railway station from Taormina. The easy way is to get the bus from the bus station back there, but there's also a path which goes right down the mountain, so I'm going to be foolhardy enough to attempt that one. Let's see how we get on with that. The path starts as a steep road from the town. Before passing some dwellings quite a way down. And finally turning into a proper mountain path. Well, that was a really interesting walk and a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. If you're reasonably fit, I'd highly recommend you try that way down from Taormina. It's doable easily, even at my age. After a lovely day in beautiful Taormina, it's time to get the train back to Messina. We've arrived back in Messina with just about enough time to have a look round the cathedral and the campanile. You can climb right to the top of the campanile, which we'll do later, but first we'll have a look inside the cathedral. The campanile of Messina contains the biggest and most complex mechanical and astronomical clock in the world. Although it looks very ancient, it was only designed and inaugurated in 1933. Admission to the campanile is €5 each and is well worth it. not only to see the mechanical workings of the clock from the inside, but also for the splendid views once you get to the top. Messina has a lot to offer, but a trip to Taormina is an absolute must. The shore excursion to Taormina would have cost us £118 for the two of us, but we managed to do it for around £25, and that included the entry into the Campanile in Messina. Check out some of my other videos to see what you can do in various cruise ports without spending a fortune.